I want to go to the World Cup, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I want to go to the World Cup.
Morocco have been bridesmaids for 2 editions now. It's time to deliver.
One of them who's gonna win that game, qualify for World Cup. Yeah. So it's gonna play a huge role in players' mind that we need to go to Brazil. The coach that is coaching Algeria, he used to coach me in Russia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I'm
like, WAFCON, I want $2 million every year. Every year they must just add $2 million because our calculators, the game is still playing. We're calculating with.
I watched the first half of Malawi, Zambia. And for me, they before goals came, but they came so early. And then I said, it's Battle of the Brands. NWSL Battle of the Brands. Although Zambia won the game, but they didn't win the qualification. Crazy.
Imagine.
You are now watching the Counterpress podcast, Conversations That Count. We are back with a bang, back with drama.
Yeah, tell me about it, my sister.
But you know what? We've come to a stage now where 8 remain. But the next round is of much importance because obviously we all know World Cup qualifier.
Qualifiers are at stake, so everyone is bringing their A game.
Why is the mood low, guys?
Everyone is bringing their A game.
The South Africans are shaky.
The way we qualified and the opponent you're playing next is the reason why we are like on the edge. You're like, ish, what's going to happen? But we're not there yet.
Fair. So obviously now there's still Group D to be played.
Yeah.
But we've seen Group A, Group B, and Group C. And I think those were the groups that we were mostly watching, like everybody else. And I think not so much to analyze the actual games that were played, but rather what, in essence of, call it our first quarterfinal being Morocco and South Africa, right? From the 3 games that we've seen from both teams, what are your thoughts going into this quarterfinals?
Our analyst, do you want to open this for us? Because if we start talking, we're going to go on forever.
Yeah, the first 3 games, like in the group stages, it was hard, especially for SA, for Banyana. Because if you check, first game, we lost. Second game, we drew. And then the third game, when we were watching, I'm sure many of us in South Africa were watching like this. Especially when Burkina Faso, the ref said penalty. I wanted to cry. And then
it was late in the game, eh?
Exactly. And then when they said VAR, I said, okay. If they said VAR, we have chances to for the ref to say, no, not a penalty. And then when she came back, said, not a penalty. And I said, okay. And then, but still we struggle because if you check the game, don't say 20 minutes. the way they played, that was Banyana. That we know.
So momentum's growing.
It's a tournament. We start slow and then we pick up and then we pick up and we pick up. Because if you see the first 20 minutes, we were going at the first minute, we were going all out. Because you even see Easy putting pressure and then she almost steal the ball from the goalkeeper to score. First minute. So it shows that they were hungry to win,
And they knew what was at stake.
Exactly. So
going into Morocco?
If you check Morocco against, I think, Senegal in the last game, that game was a wow game. Like it was like a final before final. The way, and the Senegal, the goalkeeper of Senegal saved Senegal. And she was a striker before.
But no. I asked a simple question.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
think-
Don't tell me of the group
I
stages.
think-
Tell me what you saw that we're taking to this next game.
Okay. That's why I was saying that it's gonna be a tough game. We know previously Banyana when they won 2022 AFCON, they beat Morocco in the final, and then our breadwinner scored praise. And then last year, I think November, December, Banyana play friendly with Morocco, and then both games we won. So yeah, we don't know because it's gonna be a packed stadium. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're gonna come like it's gonna be like a final before final.
And there's pressure. Like the 12th man plays a really big role. So I think also with us coming into this game, I think we're gonna want to prove ourselves because we didn't do that well in the group stages. I mean, losing your first game, drawing your second one, but it shows that we have character. We came back from 2 goals down to win the game and going on to draw a game, yeah. And then we went on to the third game of the group stages and we gave it our all, man. The goals were not coming, but we did create chances and we actually won that game. Whereas Morocco, they started on the high. First game, 4 goals. You're like, yo, they're here. Second game was a bit shaky and tough because Algeria, and you know the history, two North African giants. It was physical, it was competitive, like there was heart to it, beautiful football, and they only managed to score on the 84th fourth minute, you know. So it wasn't a penalty. It was a great ball, bruh, to Masudi. Masudi controlled it very well.
Thinking of Senegal.
Masudi controlled it very well, and it was a goal. But you saw the relief they had in their eyes when that goal went in because it meant so much for them. If they lost that game, going into the Senegal game, and those results were there, it was gonna be another story for another day. But yeah, we're hoping that. Well, I'm praying and hoping because I want to go to the World Cup, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I want to go to the World Cup. I believe that Banyana will definitely switch it up because I feel like the fans will also bring that thing, you know. I know they're going to be rooting for Morocco, but it will also do something inside of us because playing in an empty stadium, it's like playing a friendly match. But once the atmosphere is buzzing, you also get that thing with, no, we need to go. We need to push, you know. So, yeah.
So,
predictions, penalties. We go into extra time, and one of them will win penalties. Yeah.
I am bad with predictions, so now I can just keep it simple.
I think you know, before we go into predictions as such, when we're all looking at this game, you know, you mentioned that 2022 final, and then the friendly in December. But when you look at this strategically, and you look at the investment again, I'm going to keep on hammering on this. You look at the investment that the Moroccan Federation has made, right? And yes, although Morocco have been bridesmaids for 2 editions now, it's time to deliver.
It's time.
And if it means a rematch against South Africa, which you are somewhat familiar with, because you must remember, you play a friendly for your own objectives.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you have to win the game. Nah? So you play a friendly for your own objectives. Obviously, a final's a final. There's nothing that we can judge on that. But again, when you look at the friendly, I mean, even from Morocco's side, you get to see, or they get to see, the combinations through the Mamelodi Sundowns players when they're playing CAF.
Yeah.
So they have a very good understanding and an analytical understanding of South Africa. So it's very different. Yes, years have gone by, and yes, Morocco have why am I losing my train of thought? Yes, Morocco have gone out and recruited, call it the diaspora of their players, you know, young players who were groomed in Europe and now come back and play for the team. And, you know, I looked at that, and I think for me, the men's team came into my mind because I was like, yo, they were so hot.
Because they're so similar.
So similar. But then you look at Banyana, right? And when we opened up our first Rabat to Rio segment, you know, gave us a walkthrough through your journey in Europe. And at that time, you were 1 of however many South Africans, female South African players that were in Europe, you were the first. But if you look at our past players, and even in this current squad, we've got a wealth of experience and from different areas. I mean, there's players in the squad, likes of Kaylin, previously Jermaine, Robin, Amo, that Karabo, Dlamini, that have all layered their development by playing in the collegiate setup in the States.
Yeah.
And they went to the World Cup.
And they went to the World Cup with under 17s. You have Tembi, Linda, Hilda have played across Europe, played Mexico. So not to, list every single player. Fifi, again, in
AC
Italy.
Milan.
So what I'm basically saying is that not only do we have tournament experience, but our individual players also have in their own individual arsenal a different layer to them.
Yeah. And we saw it in the last game. Tembi stepped up. Hilda came on and gave us a goal that equalized. They really showing that we have experience. We played in Europe and we're here to do what we do best. So going forward, I'm very interested. I'm very excited to see what this game will bring, because it'll open up the quarterfinals. How this game starts.
So wait, how does it stand though? If the winner of this fixture faces who? Do you know?
No.
This Morocco South Africa fixture. Is it from the other side?
I think from our side. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I won't even lie to you. I'm not sure.
But it doesn't matter. Morocco's won.
But we will be there.
One of them who's gonna win that game, qualify for World Cup. Yeah. So it's gonna play a huge role in players' mind that we need to go to Brazil. So it's gonna be tough.
No doubt. And if they can give us a 90, like what they did in the first 45, I have no worries.
In the last game, if they can go like that. But my worry is our defender, man. It's shaky. That is my worry. And those coaches, they can analyze, and their striker and the wings are like quick. They are quick. Even the captain in the midfield,
But I like that chick on the right wing, number 19, I think it is.
Even
Aswari.
Alzwari. And then also there's Sana Muswidi. Sana Muswidi has been turning them out, cutting in. Dude. But we have our players.
What must we say? It's easy.
Yeah.
No, but she had a good game. She had a
did,
really
she
good
did.
game. And even in that, again, like I said, first 45. And with that, you saw a lot of fluidity with the front three. There was a time Hilda was on the right, then she was in the center, then she was in the middle, center, middle, same thing on the left. Tembi interchanging with Izzy. So if they could have kept that intensity, because it did die in the second half, but if they can keep that intensity of the front three, I think that's a healthy combination. And for me, I want to see Linda play. I want to see Linda play a full 90.
But now my worry is when they interchange like this, we got Burkina Faso, they are not organized well. But in Morocco, they are organized, because if you check their fullback, they overlap. So we must be cautioned to overlap. If we know that I'm gonna go straight to the right, the player that is in the right need to come to the center need to cover me there. Then there it's gonna work. But if we just go wherever way we want, Morocco's gonna punish us.
I think that's fair. It's tough. I mean, obviously we're patriotic and we backing South Africa. There's no doubt with that. But Morocco play very good football as well. So it's going to be a tough game, and may the best team on the day win, I think. But even
praying to God it's Banyana Banyana.
But even with that, we spoke about the second group game of Morocco, where they narrowly won by one goal to nil. And for me, I think I underestimated Algeria coming into this tournament. And now they've done something that they've never been able to achieve before, and that's make it out of the group stages. And if they can, snatch it against Ivory Coast, again, they'll be making history. So, I mean, for me, Ivory Coast were good in our group, but good on the basis that South Africa wasn't at its best.
Not bad, but yeah.
Yes,
you get what I
wasn't
mean.
at its best. So I think I'm excited to see Algeria as well. I know we've recently played a friendly against them, being South Africa. So I think that fixture is going to be good as well. But let me not stay too much here. Oh, hold on.
The floor is yours.
And the coach that is coaching Algeria, he used to coach me in Russia.
Oh, really?
When I saw him, he's from France. So when I saw him, I said, "Oh, okay, I see you. Yeah. So that's why Algeria they playing the football that they play. Yeah, because even us in Russia we were playing like.
So you see the similarities.
Yeah. And if you can check,
You see why we have these people here?
And you know the football that they play is not like kicking and follow. They play. So Ivory Coast is gonna have a tough time there. So we're gonna see.
It's like they're meeting Morocco Junior.
Exactly. So it depends on the day who want it most. Yeah. It's like in Banyana. In Morocco.
Leave that one.
You don't even sleep at night because of that game.
The drama of Group C.
My sister, when I tell you I was on the edge of my seat like this, I'm like, WAFCON, is 16 teams bringing this? Is the $2 million bringing this? I want $2 million every year. Every year they must just add $2 million because I don't even know where to start with this group because they gave us so much to talk about. Malawi debutants, they making history, they doing wonders as debutants. Then you get Zambia, they have one of the best forwards, Barbara Banda, 4 goals in the first match, and in the last game also scored another goal to add on to her tally. And then you have Nigeria, who didn't start that great, but as they progressed through the group stages, they found their momentum and they went in.
4 penalties.
It's still goals. It still counts as goals.
And different people kick their penalties. It's not the same thing.
It's still goals, guys. They count. They count because they help them. When it was time to look at head-to-head games and not knowing if Zambia is going through or Malawi is going through, there was so much. We had our calculators. The game is still playing. We're calculating with, what's going to happen here? But rules are rules. Head-to-head games. How many goals did you score against your opponent? Because at that point, Egypt doesn't really count because they're already out. So between the three of you, did you do enough to go to the next round? But shame on Zambia, man, because I think they really played their hearts out. They really did everything they could to make sure that they're in the best possible spot. I mean, the top goal scorer at the moment is out. So now that means someone else needs to step out. Might be the Chiwanga sisters, but we don't know.
But now we can see that the federation, they invest in women's football, because if you check all these countries, they're improving slowly but surely. It's not like the previous years that we're gonna say, oh, okay, we know this one. If you can check, even in those teams, there's players that playing overseas.
True.
So you can see that they're taking women's football serious, and even the scout, when they scout the players, you can see that they're taking the players abroad to improve in the country. So yeah, Group C was a tough group, and one of my team is out, Zambia. So
you predicted there.
Yeah, so now I need to look at the another team, and like you said, the Nigeria. I said the Nigeria is gonna go out, but it shows that they have experience, and it shows that they are 10 times champions. So they said it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That's very true.
And that is my favorite tweet.
That's my favorite team.
No, favorite tweet.
No, she doesn't like Nigeria like that.
They've called it. They've caused her too much heartbreak.
They
in the
did.
previous
They did.
editions.
But I don't hate them.
But you don't hate them. No, we see.
They keep things interesting.
Yeah, no, I want a new team, new challenge. Not like you say, like previous years. We know when you Banyana against Nigeria, you know that before you play, you said, "Oh my Jesus," So now it's nice to have a new challenge.
Where is it going?
Exactly, like Malawi surprised us, like Algeria surprised us. Now you can see that each and every country they invest in women's football. So that's why we see this AFCON is so interesting. Even the Group D, it's okay. It's only Cameroon that qualified. That is sure it's qualified. Yeah,
But
they have
tonight
6 points.
it's another
Yeah,
decider.
yeah. So you can see that Nigeria is gonna play against Cameroon. So Mali is they waiting. It's either Ghana or Mali. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I love this AFCON.
I think you touched on two very important factors, and I think just to go a little bit deeper into what you mentioned, Mpumi, in terms of players being, I think, players being globally positioned from Africa, and with that, I think that is what has made this gap smaller. Maybe the federations, maybe not, but in that, before the tournament, a lot of the Nigerian players spoke about the importance of broadcasting this tournament, and the exposure that it does give for, call it, your other players who are still playing in their domestic leagues. And we've seen it, yes, in the game against Malawi and Zambia. They play very similar football. Maybe it's the Kosafa region, not too sure, but there's many players in those squads as well who can go abroad. Again, when you're looking at, let's call it, your Algeria's, your South Africa's as well, if we keep on exporting players, the success will come. True. And even though now we might have smaller nations, and maybe that's why we even saw the upsets. Who would have thought, yes, we knew South Africa drew to Tanzania, but who would have thought Tanzania would cause that upset, right? Who would have thought Malawi would have caused that upset? So in saying that, yes, it's even very Cape Verde causing an upset. So in saying that, I mean, even if you want to look at it, Egypt came to the party against Nigeria.
They did.
Right?
They did.
Even though they were not in contention of doing anything. But exactly. So it's to say that these smaller nations are no longer just saying we're going into this tournament to defend against your powerhouses. They're saying, let's challenge.
Pound for pound, Baba. Pound for pound. I'm not here by fluke. I'm going to show you why am I here. So
pound for pound.
Yeah.
So when we closed off our last episode, right? I said to you guys, which team other than Banyana are you backing? But right now,
yeah, it's checking.
Right now, let me not ask it in a different way. Let me put it this way: the teams, because you chose more than one. The teams that you were backing at the end of or at the middle of match day 2, are you still standing behind them now for the final?
My teams are playing the first game of the quarterfinals. So now what must happen? Because I said Morocco and South Africa is already in. Now both of them are fighting for the same spot. I don't know, man.
Welcome to my world, my
I don't know, man.
Because if in Zambia, me, it's out. So I'm begging Malawi.
I would love for South Africa to make it through, but Morocco is still the team that I said is going to be in the finals, and they're going to take the what's
The
this?
AFCON.
The WAFCON. Yes, they're going to take the trophy home because it's so much history that they can have if they can win this game. So I don't know.
Okay, me,
I'm defeated.
Zambia is out, so I'm gonna add Algeria. It's gonna be
Final.
Oh no, top 4. It's gonna come there. Because my
We
prediction.
said the final
No,
game.
no,
We're
no,
talking
no, no.
about the final game
My
here.
prediction, I'm poor. I said in the first game, Banyana is gonna win. They lost. So now I said Zambia and Malawi they're gonna go final. So now Zambia is out. At least I still have hope.
Malawi.
Because Malawi is gonna play against if it's either Mali or Ghana. So yeah. So now I said Malawi.
Hey,
and,
but you can't underestimate anyone, eh?
That's what I'm saying. But now I'm seeing Algeria in top 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Morocco and South Africa.
Hey, that one is stressing me. I'm
Yeah,
going
it's
to have an asthma pump when I watch that game.
He's so dramatic. He's so dramatic. Of course, I think again Morocco was also
We're the
my
same,
team, and I think I share the same sentiments with you. Of course, we want South Africa to qualify for the World Cup. It sucks that this is how we getting this such a good fixture too early, almost.
True. It's a
And
final before the final.
So with that, yes, I would love as a South African, I would love for South Africa to qualify. But again, just what it possibly means for Morocco, I would like to see Morocco also progress and to see if they can finally lift the WAFCON, lift the title. And reason I say that is because again, you know me, I like federations. I like
That
talking
back
about
their people.
exactly the systems
Investments.
that get the players there and ensure that the players can compete at their peak,
The highest
right?
level.
And right now, Morocco is doing that, or the Moroccan Federation is doing that. So even in that, I would like for them to enjoy the fruits of their labor. But again, still want South Africa to go to Rio. So we'll see. But I think this has been undoubtedly the most exciting WAFCON
It has.
that we've sorry for me.
That's why I'm saying 2
if the
meter.
ones that you were in, we don't recall.
No, 'cause we were young.
Yes, true.
It was nice, but we were young.
But
And another thing, if Morocco is not gonna beat South Africa, or maybe not gonna, because even the Federation of Morocco, they said they don't want to host any more African tournaments. So it's gonna be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So they want to host the World Cup like now the under 7. Yeah, like now the under 17 World Cup is going to Morocco. So you see, yeah. So Morocco.
Yeah,
need
so
to-
they have to.
Yeah, for boys, because it's gonna be Spain, Portugal.
So
and
imagine the
Morocco.
story after that you won your last, you hosted your last WAFCON and you actually won it
Won
for
it,
the
yeah.
first time ever.
So that's why I said it's gonna be
I
hard.
can just see the light.
so foolish. But now I have a question because still those 4 goals or 4 penalties. Like
I think there's a brown envelope.
My sister, referee's decision is final.
no, it
Whoever
is.
we're gonna say, even if, okay, let me say to you, even us, Banyana, in the last time moment, Burkina Faso got a penalty. We were saved by VAR. So because the ref said penalty. So even those ones,
Violet was a penalty.
exactly as long.
I thought you were gonna say, yeah, VAR showed us everything and it wasn't a penalty.
So
In my opinion, and from where I was watching the game, remember you also see
Yeah.
the game
Yeah,
from many
different.
different
Yeah.
angles. When I looked, I said, "Oh my word!"
that's why I said VR save us, because I will still say, even people that they want VR at home, still VR control with people. So it's either way, going other way around or what you can say. Okay, those 4 penalties for Nigeria, whatever. But my sister, it was penalty.
Drama. When there's 2 meter on the line, anything can happen.
That's why Nigeria always beating us previous years. We were saying envelope. Those people, they pray. So even us, we pray. But, sometimes God answer
In
Arab-
order in which they came.
Exactly. So for me, when the ref said penalty, I can't argue.
Yeah.
It's penalty.
But no, true. And even when I was looking at the VAR things too, I was like, Egypt, nah. Yeah. But why are you tackling like this? But either way, it was a good game as well. I watched the first half of Malawi, Zambia. And for me, before the goals came, but they came so early. Brother Branda scored so early.
In 2 minutes.
And, and then I said, yeah, it's Battle of the Brands. NWSL Battle of the Brands. Because both of them are such big players.
Temwa and Banda.
They're such big players in the NWSL. And now, I'm sure they were licking their lips to say our two biggest stars are playing
performing
against each other. And crazy head to head, like you said. Although Zambia won the game,
But
they didn't win the qualification. Crazy.
imagine.
But if Malawi didn't score that goal, Zambia was gonna go through.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But now football. But football is football, guys. Football can kill you.
And what did that guy say? A
Real death.
death.
But anyway, what you can do?
What
Nothing.
can you say?
Let's just move on.
But with that, is Women's Month.
Yes.
Banyana play Saturday.
Yes. At
So
10.
Women's Day Eve. We want to celebrate Women's Day.
Please,
Nicely.
Banyana Baruna, we believe in you. Go out there and show our brand of football, please.
No doubt.
And it's my birthday month, so they need to
Oh, shame. Cherry on top. If they win, it's a cherry on top.
But football is football. I would like to say all the best, Banyana, for Saturday.
Yeah,
Make us proud.
no doubt. And I think with that, we're confident. I know we don't sound like we're confident, but we're confident.
Yes, we are.
We're confident that Banyana is going to.
I hope Coach Desiree fixes our defense.
Okay.
Because a part of the defense, I'm worried. Yeah, we need to fix our defense because Morocco have a good finisher. So, and if we can fix our defense and our midfield, then I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
With that being said, that's a wrap. We'll see you guys quarterfinals. Bye.
Bye.